What is up, everyone? Brad here, and today I wanted to quickly go over how to set up just a quick site with WooCommerce and everything, get your shopping cart up and running. Now, what prompted me to do this was a few people are trying to post in restricted categories, which automotive is one of those on Amazon. And for some reason, actually, why are you required to look at your website first, which I don't understand why they do that, but they do. Now, I didn't think of this initially just because I already had a website up and running first time I posted on Amazon. So what I'm going to show you today is how to just a real quick dirty how to get your site up and running with the shopping cart, and WooCommerce is how I do that. It's a quick WordPress plugin that I'll show you how to use, and basically you just get up and running real quick. So let's jump right in it. I'm just using an old domain. I think it's actually about to expire. I took all the articles off, took everything off. It was an old EMD that I had, but it'll serve a purpose for today. So let's head over to the dashboard. Now I just updated WordPress so it would look familiar. And first thing we're going to want to do is go to plugins, add new, search for, here, let me zoom in on this. Back out. WooCommerce, you're going to want to search for. You're going to want to look for WooCommerce Excellence in E-commerce right here. Click Install now. Click OK. Let it do its thing. Activate plugin. And this is a real important step where immediately after activating it, it's going to prompt you, welcome to WooCommerce, you're almost ready to start selling, install WooCommerce pages. You're going to want to do that. It just automatically sets up like the cart page and all that stuff. So that is done. That's all there is to that. So I'm going to zoom back out so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see. So next we need to set up everything. So we're going to go to settings, change everything. For some, I guess probably a British company that does it, but they automatically put it in British pounds. So you're going to change that. I'm in North Carolina, so I'm going to change this to United States, North Carolina. Of course, you would change it to whatever you need it to. Let's type this in. There we go. Change this to US dollars. That looks good. We're going to go down here and click save. If you want it to be completely functional, which I don't think you'll need, but you can have it like that. Let's see. Account shipping. What is it? I think it's checkout. Doesn't really matter on this stuff. We want to go over to PayPal. Enable PayPal, which it should already be enabled. All of this. Make sure Sandbox is not enabled. Yep. This PayPal Sandbox, if this is enabled, the shopping cart won't really work correctly. So just make sure that's not checked. So that looks good. It's going to have a few different ones like check and I think one of these other ones up here, COD maybe, checked. So it doesn't really matter. They can pay that way if they want. You're really not going to send traffic or anything like that to this. This is just going to be an example to show Amazon that you have something up and running. Next, we need a theme. So we're going to go over here. Let's see, appearance, themes. We'll just go to add new theme. Change this a little, huh? We're going to just search for WooCommerce. Let's see what this says. This capture. Check out the details. Yep. You want to look for this support for WooCommerce, e-commerce. That's what we need for everything to mesh together nicely. So what we're going to do is install this, activate. Let's see what the site looks like. I'll hit refresh. You got this nice 404 error. What I like to do is, and this is going to change up here. If you're doing automotive, which I think that's the sample that I saw that someone was having trouble with, you're just going to change this to the automotive warehouse, or if you're exhaust depot or whatever you want to. If you want to go out and buy an EMD type domain just to get up and running, it's going to be what, $10. Just set it up and go from there. That's what I would do, but it's going to change all this up here automatically. So next we are going to, let's go ahead and do the let's see, we'll go to pages, add new. Just add a contact form in here, just a general form. Call us if you with any questions or something like that, just to get a contact page up, just like you're setting up your PBN or something. And then a lot of times I can just throw a contact form on here. You can do that. You probably know how to do that. So I'm not going to go over it, but just publish this. That's published. We're going to add another one. We're just going to put together a home page. I'm going to pause this real quick, go find a picture for the home page. We're going to make this look a little better. Alright, we're back. I grabbed a just a quick picture of a Lambo. Of course, if you have a specific automotive, a car, or just make it fit the theme, make it make sense. You can find a free picture somewhere. I just grabbed one off Google, just because I'm not going to be doing anything with this. So what we're going to do is add media. Let's see. Yep. And Lambo, drag it over. We're going to go large, center, none, insert. So you got a picture that someone's going to see right when they come here. Enter. We sell the best. Center that. Click update. Now we're going to go, we've got the welcome page ready. We've got the contact page ready. We're going to go to settings, reading. We're going to set our home page. A static page. Go to welcome. Click save. Or go through here. Refresh it. Should look a lot better. Yep, welcome. If you want to put your site name here again, you can just name it that page. We're going to go to pages, comments. Widgets. that out. See what it looks like. Okay, we got to go back here, and we're going to what the, let's see. We need to go to pages. We're going to get rid of that comments. It'd be welcome. Go up here to the top screen options. Click it again. Click discussion, and then that'll show these two. You want to uncheck these. Update. But then you got rid of that. So, of course, you're not going to have the edit page when you're not logged in. So that gets you your home page all set up. You can change the menu, appearance, menus. Create a new menu. Welcome, contact, and shop. Add the menu. Mark it as the primary navigation. I want the contact third. I want this to say home. Save menu. Refresh it. There you go. You got a clean menu up here. Go to the shop page. Of course, we won't have anything yet, but we're getting ready to add a product. Let's see. Now to add a product, you want to go to products, add product. This just plug and play. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use the example that we had earlier. Sample listing. A few quirky things with WooCommerce I'll show you. Just entering it in the correct text field. But no worries otherwise. Alright, we're gonna just steal this that we had earlier, copy the title, plug it in there. We're gonna just copy this first paragraph. Copy that. Now, logically you would put it in the first one you see, but I always like putting it in this one down here because it's going to be, this is the one that shows up right by the product picture at the top of the page. So I always like to fill this one first, and then if I have any additional information, I'm going to go back and fill that one. That's one of the quirks I was talking about. So you've got your SKU, just use the same one that you use with your Amazon. So let's make up one, CF-1000. Your regular price, I wouldn't worry about a sale price though. Say we're going to sell it for $1.99. Product image, set the product image. Just use the picture of the Lambo. Set that. Now, what Amazon is going to want to look for when you send them your link is primarily the description. Make sure it looks good. And the biggest thing is the product image. That's their biggest hang up, is they're trying to make all the new vendors through Amazon use the same format. Now you're going to need the format for the first one. After that, they're not really as adamant about it, or they don't want you as much. They may say, hey, you need to change this later on as they start to convert the entire site. This is what hung me up. They want you to have, of course, you'll see all this in the Amazon write-up that they send you, but you're going to want the product on a white background, and it needs to be at least, I think, 500. Just make it 1,000 pixels wide, 1,000 pixels high. Now, we discussed this in the previous videos where all you do is go to Fiverr if you don't have it, and either get the product and have the background removed, have a rendering of it made, a 3D rendering of it. Either one of those would work, but you want to make sure that that is the image you use on here before you send it to Amazon. That's why it's good to have everything up and running before you apply to Amazon. But of course, if you're not in a restricted category, then it doesn't really matter. So just make sure white background, your product's on there. It takes up a bulk of the. There's not a whole lot of background in there. You know, it's mainly the product in the image. It's big enough. That's what they're going to look for, and that's what they're going to approve. If all that looks good, then you're going to get approved. If it doesn't look good, they're going to say, hey, change this, and you go back and change that and go from there. So we're going to click publish. Now we will take a look at it. View product. Yeah, see, it already added the product image. You've got your title here, your price. This is where it added. Now, if you put in more information at that first one, it would add it down here next to one of these tabs, but you don't need that. So that's about it. Yeah, I mean, you've got a working shopping cart now. Add to cart, view cart. See, that's all there is to it. Now you're up and running. You could actually start promoting this site if you wanted to really build it out and make it look decent. We just got something up here that gets you up and running. Now let's go back to the shop page. It automatically adds it in there. So when you send Amazon the link, I mean, they can take a look at the home page. Yeah, it's about cars, you know. Put a better write-up than this, but aside from that, you don't need much. You got your shop. Yeah, they've got a shopping cart, shopping page. They can go through and see that. They can check your product image. We've got a contact page. I would put a contact form here. I would get rid of this just like we did the other page, the home page. Just get rid of your comments section. Click discussion and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You've got a site up and running, ready to show Amazon. So that's the quickest, easiest way around that. So that's it for today. Catch you in the next one.